good, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's Tiara, and for those who are new, welcome. So today I'm going to be continuing on with my series of explaining my TikTok reposts. I'm not going to lie, this is probably one of my favorite series on my YouTube channel right now, only because I feel like this is a good one-on-one moment for me to explain why I repost the things I do. I feel like reposting is a way of showing the world who you are, but in a different light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't always have to do something for you to know who I am, what I like to do, what I'm about. I feel like other people might hold those same qualities and characteristics and they just do it for me. I also noticed that not a lot of people do this on YouTube. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I've never seen anybody explain their repost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be online and I'll see other people's reposts and it's like, okay, are you reposting it because of this? Are you reposting it because of that? I always find myself guessing. So this just allows you guys to not guess why I repost certain things. Now I say this for every video I make about this, but if you are new to the channel, I just have to let you know that I have a different type of humor. I'm pretty sure a lot of people my age, older, younger, whatever, might have a different sense of humor. But I feel like I had to put that out there because I feel like some of you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's not even funny what you're talking about. But this is about me. But y'all know I don't like to keep my intros too long, so let's get straight into the video. First things first, I absolutely love this trend. Like, this trend is so funny to me. For those who don't know, obviously y'all know what an alcoholic is, but the whole point of the trend is to be a something-olic with something that you really like. So people will be like, I'm a milkaholic, milkaholic. And they'll be like putting little shots of milk or juice or whatever they like, and they'll just be taking shots of it. Like, I don't know, I just find that so funny. Like, who came up with this? And the funniest ones are the ones where they'll get the little kids to do it. Like, they'll be like apple juice holic, and then like the parents will give them shots of apple juice as if they're at the bar and just like all distressed and just taking their shots and just trying to forget. It's so funny. I really hope you understand where I'm coming from because yeah. But with this one, I really can agree because cold water is where it's at. I honestly will never understand when people drink warm hot dog water. Like, how are you drinking that on a daily basis? How are you drinking that willingly? I can understand if maybe cold water is not available and that's just the only option, then cool. But for the people who hate on cold water, y'all got something wrong with y'all. And somebody pointed out in the comments that brand specifically, chef's kiss. I don't really know what the science is to making water, but obviously every brand is gonna have a different taste for water. Like, there's Arrowhead, there's also the Costco or the Kirkland brand, there's Aquafina, Fiji, like it just really depends. But with that brand, which I think was the Kirkland, top tier. Argue with your mama.
Hey, baby girl. Hey. Oh, I help you up.
No, because actually, let's talk about it. I don't know what's in the air. Maybe it was COVID, because the COVID babies are growing up. But I've always wondered, where are these kids getting this type of confidence? To scream at your mom like that, I would be under the ground. I would be whooped. The belt out immediately. I wouldn't even try that with my parents. So I'm just wondering, like, is it a parent thing where they just allow that to happen? I have no idea. But whenever I see kids do that to their parents, like, I'm scared for them. But the craziest part about it all is when they do stuff like that, and the parents are like, hold on, honey, I'm doing something. If you don't grab her by the collar, no, I'm playing. But like, for real, like, where is the discipline at? These kids are out of control. And I'm not a parent, so let me just preface that. But with this whole gentle parenting epidemic going on, I think I mentioned this in my previous video, I don't remember, but I almost feel like that might be contributing, because why are we trying to befriend our kids? I'm not trying to say like be mean to your kids or abuse your kids or nothing like that, but like, I just feel like discipline has gone out the door. People think that gentle parenting means no discipline, and I just don't think that's good for society, because these kids are gonna grow up. These kids are gonna be running the world. Can I not have an original experience? It's so interesting to me when I think about things that I had to go through growing up, and I'm thinking like, okay, it's just me. And then here I am on TikTok saying that y'all had the same experiences. Like, what? Are we cousins or what? You can't blow up your cover. If you're in the room with all your homegirls and you get that phone call, like, you can't ruin the vibes. You just gotta chill. I can't have them find out that I'm about to get whooped when I get home. We'll talk about that later. How do y'all come up with this? If I were to watch this, I would not think about that caption. Half the things that I find funny on the internet isn't even just the video itself, it's the captions and the comments, bro. Your brain needs to be studied. Because how are you that funny? Talking about A-Shack made my dad laugh real quick. And what adds to the funniness is who it is. Their baby, well, I don't think she's a baby no more. I would assume she's a little bit older. But when she was a baby, you know that meme when she just like It's just so on brand of her. This is just stuff I can't explain to y'all. Real question though, y'all see how he's like cocked his head to the side, but his eye is still looking straight? I want to know, is he looking at us or is he looking like that way? I've always wondered that with birds, guinea pigs, because like their eyes are on the sides of their head. So it's like, are you looking to the side? Are you looking straight? What are we looking at? What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about us? How did they do that? But it makes sense now, they're backwards. They kind of remind me of some cartoons. What's that one? Oh, what's that movie? There's like twins. Alice in Wonderland. Remember the twin boys? What was their names? Is that boy, right? Please tell me y'all know what the original is. What hurts me is when I make a reference online or if I make a video, because I used to do that. I used to like make videos reenacting a video that's already been made, and then they won't understand what I'm doing. Like they wouldn't see the original, so they'll think I'm crazy. But then I'm put in a position where I just look like I've lost my mind. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, he's reenacting the original. I think I put it in my last part. Did I? You just gotta know. I would actually be scared. What is you about to do? Why was she shifting her up like that, like she was on something? I wonder in general though, if kids react that way, especially like if they don't have sugar on a regular basis and then they're introduced to sugar. I hope the mom is okay. Growing up, oh my gosh, if I had a camera in my closet, in my room let alone, this has to be the older sister in me. I would have been able to prove it every single time. Because how is it that half my closet's missing? Half my closet's missing, but nobody knows where it is. If you're a younger sibling, why do y'all do that? Why? Why can't y'all get your own stuff? You're always in our closets like, girl, this ain't no mall. Why are you shopping in my closet? And I know it's a younger sibling thing because whenever I see videos like this and I look in the comments, the younger siblings will admit it.
I'm the younger sibling and that's me.
What is wrong with y'all?
Yes, son, yes. Go up.
I swear it'd be at the worst times. Why are y'all trying to do a whole performance when I'm clearly not in the mood? But let me do something like that when you're in a bad mood. Then it's gonna go up. The double standard with older siblings and younger siblings needs to be studied. This is what I imagine New York to be like. I've only been to New York one time, and I kid you not, I was only there for less than 2 days. 30 hours to be exact. From all the stories I hear about the train and how people just be acting a straight up fool, especially on the subways, I just envision it being like that. Maybe I'm wrong. If you're from New York and that's not the case, you can correct me, that's fine. But when people say there's crazy people in New York, that's what I imagine.
Hey, yeah. I said, why don't you love it?
If you don't listen to Beyonce, you're not gonna get it. That's all I'm gonna say. You need to be part of the Beehive to understand what's going on. At the end of the day, what she did isn't even crazy. She did what she needed to do. The outfit, on the other hand, I can't explain it. But if you know, you know. Bro, the 4-way stop sign is gonna tell you who needs to lose their license. You just need to use your peripheral vision. When you get up, just look to the sides and see who got there first. But everybody wants to act like they cannot drive when it comes to the 4-way stop sign. Like, bro, why aren't you going? And the most irritating, oh my gosh, I promise I don't have road rage, but there are just certain things that just really grind my gears. So just envision this. There's like 4 ways, right? But the people coming from like a stop light, they won't have a stop sign because if they have a stop sign, there's gonna be crazy traffic in the middle of the road. So usually they'll have the proceed with caution sign and then everyone else will have the stop sign. So what gets me is when I'm at the stop sign and the people in front of me are coming up without the stop sign, I'm expecting them to go. I'm waiting for them. When they stop and then they're looking at me and then they're holding up traffic behind them, it literally gets me so bad. Why are you stopping? Where's the stop sign? We're waiting for you. But like I said, I don't have road rage, but I do feel like people can retest for the license because it's very clear some of y'all can't drive.
What's your favorite type of food?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably like
Latin food or...
Obviously, like when I'm at work or like when I'm in front of the camera, I'm cool, like we're talking, a little FaceTime moment. But once you put me out in public, I get super, super shy. Unless it's for work, I feel like a different side of me comes out, you know what I'm saying? Like my extrovert side. But in all seriousness, I don't know if you guys know this actually, but I'm very introverted. I wasn't always like that growing up, but as of lately, I am very introverted. I think the best way to describe it is Beyonce. I'm obviously not Beyonce, but y'all know how it's like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce? A whole different side comes out of her. And when she's not on the stage, from what I see online, I don't want to make an opinion on someone that I don't actually know, but I feel like she's actually shy. Like when she's off the stage, she's shy. And I feel like I could relate to that if it's true. But in the camera, I'm like, hey, y'all, what's going on? What's popping? But then once I get in front of somebody who's shyer than me, we can only have one shy person. We can't have two quiet people. That's too much. We need a balance. Who let Granny on the roller coaster? I feel like there are some kind of requirements to get on these rides. Like, don't you have to be a certain height? You can't be pregnant. You can't have certain diagnoses. Why is she on there? When I first saw this video, I was kind of confused because I thought she was on a wheelchair. So I'm like, okay. Then they launched her. I hope she's okay. I just don't think that the elderly needs to be on roller coasters. She's brave. Chihuahuas scare me. I know they're tiny, but they are mighty. I think the one thing Chihuahuas have in common is that they have something going on internally, or they think they're like a Doberman or something. Cause like, why are you so scary yet you're so small? That is not even something I would try. But the fact that he was like winding up to attack her, y'all got it. If I ask you what time I need to be there, do not tell me 23 o'clock. Speak English.
Come on, you come. Let's go.
Yeah, back it up. We gotta go home. Well, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining, for watching, for tuning in. If you like what you watch, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps your girl out. And again, for anyone who's new to the YouTube crew, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you had a good time. But aside from that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you on the flip side. T is out.